God's chosen ones, pause right here for a second. This moment is not as ordinary as it looks, and if you rush past it, you might miss something meant to reach you at exactly this time. What is happening in your life right now carries more weight than you realize, and it is quietly shaping a direction you cannot easily reverse later. Okay. This is not just another message meant to comfort you for a few minutes and fade away. It is not random, and it is not here by coincidence. There is a deeper purpose behind why these words are meeting you now, and that purpose connects to something far beyond what you can currently see or understand. Your life has never been a series of disconnected events. Even the moments that felt confusing or painful have been part of a larger pattern, one that is only now beginning to reveal itself. If you stay present and open, you will start to see how certain losses, delays, and unexpected turns were not accidents at all. There were times when things fell apart without warning, when people walked away without explanation, and when your efforts seemed to lead nowhere. In those moments, it felt like silence answered you. But what you could not see then was that something was being built within you, something that required those exact conditions to take shape. What is unfolding in your life is not limited to your current situation. It is expanding beyond your fears, beyond what others expected of you, and beyond the limits you may have placed on yourself. The weight you have been carrying has not been without purpose. It has been preparing you for something that asks more of you, but also gives more back. Take a quiet second and press the like button, not out of habit, but as a small moment of intention. Even a simple action like that can center your focus and remind you that you are choosing to stay open to what is ahead. You may have felt invisible at times, like your efforts went unnoticed and your progress was delayed. But being unseen did not mean being forgotten. There has been a steady guidance in your life, even when you could not recognize it, leading you through experiences that strengthened your patience and resilience. You have been learning lessons that were not obvious to others. You have carried responsibilities and emotions that few people around you truly understood. That is not because you were meant to struggle alone, but because your path involves a level of depth that not everyone is required to develop. What is coming next will not only change your circumstances, it will change how you interpret everything around you. The challenges you faced were not meant to defeat you. They were expanding your ability to handle what is ahead without breaking under pressure. Looking back, you may start to notice that even the delays had meaning. Each pause, each redirection, and each unexpected stop was quietly positioning you where you needed to be. Nothing you experienced was wasted, even if it felt that way at the time. There were situations where things could have gone completely wrong, but somehow they didn't. You may not have understood why at the time, but those moments were not luck. They were quiet interventions, small corrections that kept you moving along a path that still holds purpose for you. The reason this moment matters so much is because your life is connected to more than just your personal story. There are people you have not met yet, opportunities you have not seen yet, and outcomes you have not imagined yet that are all tied to the direction you are moving in. You are part of something that extends beyond what you can measure right now. Even when it feels unclear, there is a process unfolding that is aligning pieces in ways you cannot fully predict. But it requires you to remain open, even when certainty is not available. There are things you have been hoping for, answers you have been waiting on, and clarity you have been seeking. Some of those answers are already moving toward you, but the timing has been arranged carefully so that when they arrive, you will be able to handle them with a steadier mindset. If everything had come too early, it might have overwhelmed you or slipped away before you were ready to hold on to it. Now, you are becoming someone who can receive without losing balance, someone who can handle growth without being consumed by it. Now, there were seasons where you felt completely alone, especially in the quiet moments when your thoughts would not slow down. But even in those times, something was still working within you, shaping your perspective and strengthening your inner stability. Oh, this is not a temporary phase you are passing through. It is a turning point that will leave a lasting mark on how you see yourself and your life moving forward. You are stepping into a period where confusion begins to clear and patterns that once made no sense start to connect. You will begin to notice small shifts at first. Conversations will feel different, opportunities will appear in unexpected ways, and things that once seemed distant will begin to move closer. These are not random changes. They are signs of movement. Stay grounded during this time. There will be moments where you are asked to trust what you cannot yet fully see. In those moments, remember that you have already come too far to turn back into doubt. What you carry within you has never been ordinary. Your thoughts, your sensitivity, and even your struggles have all contributed to shaping who you are becoming. And who you are becoming is necessary for what lies ahead. At one point, you may have believed that certain mistakes disqualified you from something greater, but those moments did not remove you from your path. They redirected you, teaching you in ways that only experience could. You have developed a quiet strength, one that does not always show on the surface, but holds steady when things become uncertain. That strength will matter more than you realize in the next phase of your life. Doors will begin to open, not all at once, but in a steady sequence. Each one will bring new understanding and new responsibility. You will not need to force anything that is meant for you. It will come in a way that feels aligned rather than chaotic. At the same time, you may notice certain things falling away. Not everything you once held onto can move forward with you. This is not loss in the way it once felt. It is space being created for something more fitting. Your priorities are shifting, even if you cannot fully explain why. Things that once felt urgent may no longer carry the same weight. This is not confusion. It is clarity forming beneath the surface. There will be moments where you question if you are ready. In those moments, remind yourself that growth does not require perfection. It requires willingness. And you have already shown that you are willing to keep moving forward,